Hey guys, just want to drop a quick video real fast, and this video is entitled "The Owner Died. What do I do next?" Or what do I do? And so this is a question regarding the delinquent property tax course that many of you have picked up. And one thing I want to say is delinquent property taxes is an indication of something else. In other words, oftentimes you'll come across people that have a lot of unpaid property taxes because they have gotten code violations against the property, or they have other issues going on. Maybe they have a job loss. Maybe they've died. Right? Maybe the family is experiencing some infighting. Inherited property. So one of the beauties of the delinquent property taxes is it's an indication or could be a potential indication of something else. And so one of the questions that keeps popping up is, Gerald, and the question is different variations of the owner died. Okay. But one of the most common is the owner died. What do I do next? The owner has passed away. The owner of the property has been vacant for 2 or 3 years. Where do I go from here? Well, with real estate investing, you have to be an investigator oftentimes before you're an investor. And so obviously looking up the property, finding out who the owner is still, because the owner, even though the owner's passed away, lots of times the owner's name is still attached to the property. And unless that property has gone through a process of like probate, family members can't sell it. So this is the thing, and this is one of the most common ones I'm running into. Owner died. What do I do with the property? Many of you are contacting the owner's children. So let's say, for instance, owner passed away, has a daughter and 3 sons. You contact one of the sons and the son says, yes, this is my mama's house. And yeah, we were raised in this house for the last 45 years. And yes, the property is mama just passed away like a couple months ago, and we're trying to sell her stuff. And yes, the house is for sale. And many people think that just because that's mama's house, I have the right to go ahead and sell it. No. Unless mama went ahead and took care of the structuring of how to dispose of her personal and real properties when she was alive, this situation can get very sticky when they have passed on. Because this is the thing. That mother has 4 children. Remember, a daughter and 3 other sons. Hypothetical situation. And just because one son says yes, and the other siblings don't know about it, and the other son goes ahead and tries to go ahead and sell that property, you all are going to get stuck in title, in escrow, okay, or with a closing agent. Why? Because that son has not gone through the process of, through the legal process of divvying up or dividing up that property in a correct way. I get this a lot when it comes to the delinquent property taxes. Not even delinquent property taxes. It can be foreclosures. It can be whatever situation. Just because someone has passed on does not mean that their blood relatives has the right to go ahead and dispose and sell their property, whether it's real or it's personal property. Okay. I went through a situation in Tennessee. I'll never forget it. I was so upset because this young lady had a property that she was on. She was on the property. Okay. She was co-owner of the property. However, there were 2 other children that were on the property. Well, what had happened was this. Her sister and 4 other family members were murdered 5 years prior to me talking to her. What had happened was this. This lady was told once the sister, because the sister was the other owner of the property along with the kids. Apparently what had happened was the sister, the living sister, was supposed to go through a legal, I think it was a probate process, which she was told to go ahead to go through this process to release this real property, and so that she and the 2 children became the sole owners of this property. Now, this is the tricky part. This lady was supposed to do this years ago. When I had talked to her, she had said that this entire situation was taken care of. Big mistake on my behalf, because I should have been an investigator before I was an investor. She was selling me the property for $1,000. Property's worth $30,000. Yeah. I contacted a neighbor. The neighbor's going to buy it from me. I was going to wholesale it. Make close to 10 G's or 7 G's, something like that. Slam dunk deal, right? Well, the problem was this. The neighbor had been trying to buy that property that I had under contract for about 2 or 3 years. And the funny part about it is the same lady that I was talking to was the lady that he was talking to years ago. He kept telling me, Gerald, she's a flake, she's a flake, she's a flake. And come to find out, I don't know if it was drugs, I don't know what it was, but this lady was, I strongly believe it was a drug issue, but, you can't, whatever it was. She did not go through the legal process of releasing the property in a correct way. She had no right to go ahead and sell that property. Not only that, I think she was either going to get the kids to sign off on it or forge their signatures. It just turned out real messy. So what I'm telling you all is this. When it comes to delinquent property taxes or whatever kind of situation, just because you have a blood relative that is associated with the person that has passed away does not mean they have 100% right to sell that property. Be an investigator before you're an investor. I'm going to also tell you this, and it depends on whatever situation that is. Many of you, in a lot of situations, people don't know. And so they're going to need a little bit of help. And so what you can do is Google probate attorneys near them. Have them contact an attorney, go through the process, stay in touch with them, continue to communicate with them. Because as you communicate, develop that rapport, hey, how's it going? Text them. As the property moves forward with the process, you'll be first in line to go ahead and buy it. Okay? I'm going to have some information in my website. It'll be the first link in the description. I'm going to have different articles about owners passing away and what you can do and how you do it. And because to the extent there's so many different situations that I can't explain them on one video. So I'm going to link about 4 or 5 articles that you all can read and begin to understand this process, because it's becoming an issue where you all are running into a lot of properties where owners have passed on. And that's an unfortunate situation, but it becomes an opportunity for you all, where you all can educate and develop a rapport, a relationship with the family member that goes ahead and goes through the probate process or does whatever, you know what I mean, which puts you into a relationship with a probate attorney. You getting good with the attorney, that attorney starts telling people about you, and on and on and on. And now you kind of get where I'm going. Now you become a probate investor. Beautiful, right? So, yeah. Don't give up on these people that have passed on type of leads, because it can be extremely profitable if you stick to it. Now, if you got a situation like mine, where the lady knows what to do and she still doesn't do it, it just became a brick wall. We were stuck. I mean, the guy, we were in, I had a contract on the property. We were getting ready to close. We had an attorney. This guy forked out money. I didn't fork out anything, you know what I mean? But this guy forked out money. And I still don't know if it closed to this day. I know that lady doesn't want that piece of land. And I know that guy wants the piece of land because he owns 4 properties around that property. But when you all are dealing with these types of situations, stick with it for the most part. And you're going to know when to let it go. Stick with it because in the end, it could become very, very profitable. If you all are interested in the delinquent property tax course, link will be in the description. I'm going to also have that link for several, scenarios where people have passed on. You all can read about that. Also, please click the like button, share this video with family and friends. As you all move forward with this process and you get stuck, because situations, there's going to be different scenarios that happen as you get stuck. Please, please, please think about joining the House Flipping Family Facebook group. Pose those questions in the group. It's over 7,000 people in there. A lot of people to go ahead and help out, okay? You all can also go ahead and leave comments on the videos as well. I know I'm pretty much the only one that goes ahead and responds to those comments. That's what I'm saying. It's just a lot more help in the group. People a lot more knowledgeable than myself as to how to move with these different types of scenarios and things. I don't have a lot of experience in dealing with properties where people have passed on. And that's why I want to link you all to different sources, okay? So that you can go ahead and read about those things and maybe take a probate attorney to lunch. I don't know where, I don't know where that will go, but that couldn't hurt. Y'all, this is Gerald. You guys have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.